Hello everyone, Bob Thibodeau here. Today we're going to be going over reason number 3 on the top 10 reasons why newbie internet marketers fail. And that reason is usually trying to find shortcuts. Instead of trying to find shortcuts, my recommendation is that you take your time, okay? Don't fall into the get it now, whatever it is. Don't fall into that trap. And instead of actually, identifying what each step is, write it out. You are developing a viable business. This is not something that you can just throw together and hope that it works. If you do it right, it will work. If you try and get rich quick, if you try and rush it, if you try and get it now, almost 100% of the time you are going to fail. Okay, I know the temptation is there. You hear about or read about internet marketers that, some newbie strikes it rich. But these are the exceptions and not the rules. Yes, you could get rich very quickly if you just happen to have the right product at the right time and market it to the right group. But if you still fail to adequately plan for the long term, you will more than likely fail. But if you do plan and you do build your step-by-step business plan, and then when you launch, you may just hit that gold vein where suddenly your wildest dreams are coming true. But if you don't plan to fail, and you stick with your plan, building the business plan one step at a time, you will more than likely succeed. Albeit it may not be as rapidly as you want, but at least you're laying that proper foundation. Okay? So write out your business plan. You need to identify who your target market is. If you don't know who you're going to try and sell to, then how are you going to sell to them? You need to identify your competition. Go online, see who is the ones that are being successful in the niche that you are trying to enter. Now, I'm not saying you need to copy them. That would probably not be a very good thing to do. But you can identify what they're doing and what they're doing right, and see if you can implement something like that into your business plan. Adapt where you can. But whatever you do, do not plagiarize. Don't buy their product and then just copy and paste it and put your name on it, because in the end, that will come back to cost you even more money. And since we're talking about money right now, identify how much money you can actually give up in beginning your business. Okay, it's important to have some established funds and identify what that amount is. If all you have is $500 to start with, that's what needs to be identified. What can you do with that $500? Don't just go in there thinking, well, I'll just buy this and I'll get this, and yeah, this looks good, I'll buy that too. No, because you will quickly, and I'm speaking from absolute 100% experience here, you will quickly exceed whatever budget you thought you might be spending. Use established funds to begin your internet business. Funds that will not be needed in the family budget. Funds that, if you lost it completely, you would still be okay. It wouldn't destroy your family budget, wouldn't cause any type of undue stress or hardship. Funds that you may feel comfortable waiting almost a year before you can get the money back. I'm not saying it'll take you that long to get your business going, but it might. So these are funds that you are going to be 100% comfortable with not having access to for a year, or perhaps even losing entirely without it destroying your retirement fund or causing you to have to go remortgage the house and things like this. It's just as if you were setting aside funds for a brick and mortar business. Okay, you need funding to begin your internet business as well. You're going to need some essentials. The essentials, the necessities that you will need in your internet business to start up, is at least internet access. That would probably be a nice thing to have, don't you think? A website for people to come visit where you can host your products on. Speaking of products, you have to be able to develop some products. You need to have some products. You need to be able to advertise these products, and you need to be able to promote your website and promote the services that you're providing. You'll need an autoresponder to capture email addresses and be able to communicate with the people who are visiting your website. And these are just bare bones necessities just to get you started. Okay. You may need a lot more. It all depends on what niche you're going to be in, which is another reason why you need to identify and target who your market is and exactly what it is you're trying to do. All right? Speaking of that, let's talk about training. You need training in whatever niche you select. Yes, it may be possible for you to enter a niche that is extremely profitable. Thousands of people making thousands of dollars, millions of dollars. But are you knowledgeable in that area? Do you have any type of expertise in that area? If not, you need training. I said in a prior video that you need to maximize your chance of success, you need to identify a niche, one, that is profitable, but two, something that relates to an interest you have. Okay? Which means even if you are an expert in your area, you still need to learn how to market your knowledge for the internet. Okay? Real world business models does not automatically transfer to an internet business model. It takes time, training, and money to do correctly. Okay? This web-based marketing has some innovative little nuances that, if handled correctly, can make you some good money. But on the other hand, if done incorrectly, your business will die an almost certain death. And we're trying to avoid that as much as possible, right? Make sure you're implementing the correct strategies in marketing your expertise. Okay, to do that, you'll need to invest in some quality training. Tap the minds of those who've done this before you. Learn from their mistakes whenever possible. Okay, but you also need to stay away from deceptive practices. Okay, you're going to see some pressure tactics trying to get you to purchase this new and innovative training, and this is brand new, off the shelf, never been seen before, and it's going to revolutionize the way that X, Y, and Z niche is being marketed. And when we get ready to release this in a couple days, we're going to charge $500 or $1,000 or $2,000 for this product. But just to help us launch and to give our subscribers every advantage possible, we're going to lower this price to $97 or whatever the price might be. But tomorrow the price goes up, or in 2 days the price goes up, and you'll see the little timer clicking down. Folks, don't fall for that. Don't fall for that. If it's something that's that essential, I can guarantee you'll find it somewhere later without the price being $2,000. Most of the time, if you go to that person's website 6 months from now, it's still going to be saying the same exact thing on their sales page, that the timer's ticking down. Tomorrow the price goes up, and it's been 6 months. Avoid that at all costs. Okay? Only purchase products that are needful in your niche. That means only buy something that you will need. Because otherwise, you're going to end up with getting stuck in what's called the shiny object syndrome. And again, I'm speaking from experience. I've done that. I have purchased literally thousands of dollars of product that I haven't even used when I was first starting out in this business. And it's still sitting in the files on the internet in a folder, and I haven't even touched it. It's on JVZoo or ClickBank or Warrior Plus, and I haven't even, I may have downloaded it and take a look at it. So, wow, this is neat. I'll use it when I get ready to do XYZ. And I've never touched it since. I could have used those thousands of dollars in promotions and leads and things like that. Instead, I got caught up in the shiny object syndrome. You don't need to do that. Stay away from that at all possible. Usually, you'll purchase the item and never use it. I've lived that experience. I'm telling you from my experience. So learn from my mistakes as well. Stick to your business plan. Stick to your budget. Stick to the essentials. Okay? Only invest in products that are related to getting started in your niche. These are the must-haves, not the nice-to-haves, but the must-haves. Okay? Buy only items that pertain to your niche. Don't think about what else will come after you launch this product. Let's focus on this product first. And stick with your initial investment. If you've identified that you need $500 or $700 to get started, stick with that budget. Don't go purchasing extra things that will be nice to have at some point in time. You've heard me talk about on a prior video, staying away from the done-for-you program because it'll just end up costing you in the end. Stick with your budget. Stick only with purchasing the essentials. And only purchase additional things and start looking at your next product after you have made money from your initial investment. Well, Brother Bob, what if I don't make any money from my initial investment? Let's figure out what went wrong and fix it. You have to start making money off of your initial investment, your initial product, your initial endeavor before you can launch a second one, because otherwise you're going to end up making the same mistakes over and over again, and it's just going to cost you money. Do not go to the next product. Do not go to the next endeavor until you make something from this first one, because then you know what worked, and you just have to improve upon it and tweak it a little bit. Okay? So the last piece of advice I have for you, stick to the plan you initially make. Stick with the plan, and you'll come out on the other side making money. Till next time, this is Bob Thibodeau. We're going to talk soon.